Bebo. Welcome to the Ergilio Hato Stadium in Curacao. It's almost 5:30 p.m. and we're going to be playing, of course, today the quarterfinals. We have two games for you today. This is the Arnett Gardens game, FC Arnett Gardens from Jamaica against Jong Holland, which will be playing in the Ergilio Hato Stadium. Meanwhile, in the other stadium, in the Stadion Regional Jean Francisca, we're having the Metropolitan and Atletico Pantoja, of course, organized by the Caribbean Football Union. This is the quarterfinals of the Caribbean Club Shield. We're going to go for a break and we will be right back with you with the teams.
They say I can do anything, just not this. That I'm not cut out for the rough and tumble. That it's unladylike and people will call me a tomboy. They say this is a phase I must outgrow because there's no future here for me. They say many things. But I look at Stephanie Dale Lee Singh and Princess Brown, Akila Mullen, Wendy Renard, the Jamaica Reggae Girls, and the women on pitches across the Caribbean, on college campuses and wearing their national colors. Committed and proud. The exceptional ones. The journey women and the ones who simply feel alive on the pitch. They can't place limitations on me, because right here is where I choose
to be. It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
When is a game more than a game?
When it's life.
And that's what football is.
Life.
It's a pathway to good emotional, mental, and physical health. The opportunity to network, problem solve, build community, learn, and earn. Blaze paths.
It's patriotism and passion.
And it's a place for women and girls to go, where their drive and determination take them in all spheres. On the pitch, in the boardroom, as a match official, coach, manager, medic, journalist, everything. Without limitations, with gender-sensitive programming. Because we need to level the playing field with equitable allocation of all the resources. We need safety in facilities, in the personnel, in policies. No violence mentally, emotionally, or physically. And gender-sensitive programming.
Do we say fair allocation of resources?
We belong.
We belong.
We belong.
Break the barriers to women's and girls' participation in football. Ensure that the pitch is a safe space.
As we go, this is the quarterfinals. Arnett Gardens from Jamaica. Welcome Jamaica. Welcome to the Stadion Ergilio Hato as the two teams walk out into the pitch. See Jong Holland with the traditional colors. White, red and blue. Meanwhile, Arnett Gardens are there in their traditional colors of black and red. Both teams have played one game, which puts them directly into this quarterfinals. Two great teams, of which Jong Holland exists 105 years. Meanwhile, Arnett Gardens has its years also with 47, so it's going to be two organizations with focus, determination, passion for football. And we're going to be bringing you a great game tonight, of course, in the Stadion Ergilio Hato as we wait for the referees in order to start. As the teams greet each other, we will go into the lineups very soon. This is Jamaica against Curacao. Welcome Jamaica, welcome Arnett Gardens. As you can see the lineup here, you guys can see Ricardo White, Shane Watson, Shavani Willis, one of the great players in this tournament, Shermone Shefford, Kimani Airborne, Fabian Reed, Shaheem Thomas, Philando Wing, DeAndre Cunningham, Alvin Strachan, and Kenaldo Brown. I'm sorry for the pronunciations, but we're going to be getting along today, Jamaica. Thank you very much for being in this great tournament, for playing this tournament, actually. And a word of thanks, of course, to the Caribbean Football Union for having Curacao as the host of this tremendous tournament, which started in 2018. Here we go, the locals, the local champions, Jong Holland. Rainier Bonifacio is their keeper, Aldrich Pantoflet, Daniel Rosa, Jean Gaspar from Haiti, Sherwandel Rocha, Sherwandel Pito Rocha we call him, Davidson Rosa, Ashar Bernardes, the captain, ex-player of the national team, Dwaylen Maria, Brian Anastasia, also ex-player of the national team, as we have Junio Floranas, the young Junio Floranas, and Adelbert Dahl. They being coached by Lennox Moritz, ex-professional in Holland, and also ex-international for Curacao, as Jose Torres takes the greetings from the captains, Fabian Reed and Brian Anastasia, and we are ready for football here in the Stadion Ergilio Hato, built in 1979 on the occasion of the Kingdom Games. It's still here, and the teams are still here, so let's prepare for a great match today. And a word of thanks, of course, to Arnett Gardens for taking the time and flying over to Curacao. They came actually third in the Premier League this year. That's why they're playing the Club Shield. Pong Benina Curacao, as we say. Welcome to Curacao. Welcome Caribbean Football Union. Welcome the Caribbean Club Shield, as we said, played since 2018. We hosted it in 2019 also. And the current champions Robin Hood won in 2019. So let's see who's going to go into the next round, of course, while Metropolitan and Atlético Pantoja. Atención, el partido de Metropolitan y Atlético Pantoja también está jugando al mismo tiempo, pero en un diferente estadio, Stadion Rignal Jean Francesca. So we are ready for play as Jose Torres is watching it, and behind the ball we have Davidson Rosa. He's ready. Jamaica is ready. Arnett Gardens is ready. Jong Holland is ready. Caribbean Football Union is ready. Curacao is ready. The stadium is ready. And we have some supporters, of course, from Jamaica in the stadium. So it's going to be all good. Word of thanks, of course, to all officials of the Caribbean Football Union for organizing this great tournament. Yes, in front of the ball. Davidson Rosa plays it back for Dahl. Jong Holland defending the north side of the field. And back of the screen, you guys can see the beautiful neighborhood of Brivegat, where the stadium is located. Very beautiful neighborhood of Curacao, of course. As we will give you the details, of course, of Jong Holland first, and then we will give you some details of Arnett Gardens as the first corner kick in favor of Jong Holland. Behind the ball, of course, is Ashar Bernardes, the best kicker in local football, into the hands of Ricardo White. Jong Holland, Curacao. As you said, long shot here by Gaspar. Long shot here by Gaspar from the midfield. As Ricardo White tells everybody, take it easy. And Shane Watson is talking to him. He's telling Shane, take it easy. The Reggae Boys from Jamaica. As they play it long into the defensive end of Jong Holland. As the ball is playing here into high, kicked by Willis. Curacao will be having an extra eye on Willis today, I can assure you that, as Arnett Gardens makes the second kick towards the goal. As I was saying, standout players that you have to watch today. It's Brian Anastasia, that is the team captain, number 16. Daniel Rosa and Ashar Bernard is the number 10. He's walking. You can see him walk by. He's passing the Arnett player there. Those are the two players that you can watch. Also Davison Rosa, very fast forward, number 9. He's a power forward with a good instinct for positioning and goal scoring. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much, Jamaica, for being here as Arnett Gardens is playing through Kendo Brown. The ball is played in between the defense line of Jong Holland as we have a free throw for the boys them from Jamaica. Thank you very much for watching us on the CFU YouTube channel. Willis is with the ball. He cuts it deep into the hands of the young Rainier Bonifacio. We're playing 3 minutes as the teams are trying to measure each other. Long kick here as Willis has it. He plays it very nicely here. As Canedo Brown pushed away by Pantoflat, and Pantoflat say, what's going on here, ref? But Jose Torres has it. General to be recognized as a leading soccer club known for its commitment. That's the envisionment of Jong Holland. As we go by, of course, we're going to give you a word from our partners also today. Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, Blue, Flow Business of Curacao for putting this tremendous internet, this great internet for you to be watching it in Jamaica and in Curacao. As the young Philander Wing, he's behind the ball. Kicked here by Shepard, almost, and it's a goal. Early goal by Fabian Reed. Fabian Reed by failure into the defensive line. It looks like Fabian kicked it in. Yes, it's Fabian. Early lead here by Arnett Gardens into Herculio Hato Stadium, shocking Jong Holland. This is a shock as we go along. Goal by Fabian Reed.
Ladies and gentlemen, goal for Arnett Gardens Football Club, scored by number 13, Fabian Reed.
Yes, confirmed here, Fabian Reed. And now we're going to be seeing Jong Holland trying to get out as Floranus tries to fight it out. And Dahl has it. He kicks it wide. Looking for Rosa. But Shane Watson through Willis. He has it. They have to really watch out for Rosa. He's very fast. But as Ricardo White plays it for Alwyn. It's going to be a good game this afternoon. Trying to play it back. It's Thomas. Up to now, good technical impression by Arnett Gardens as we're playing in the Stadion Herculio Hato. We're playing the Caribbean Club Shield. To all the Jamaicans who doesn't know much about this tournament, because you guys hardly play it from the Arnett Gardens, It's established in 2018, and here we have a strong play again. Brought down. Brian brought down. Thomas is brought down as Jose Torres says it's corner kick, and Jamon Shepard is behind the ball. He's waiting until the two tall guys, of course. Shavani Willis, they're waiting until he's there, but they did not cross it immediately as Jong Holland tries to get it out. But it's Philando Wing, he plays it back for his keeper, Ricardo White. Early goal here by Arnett Gardens. Shocking Jong Holland. They're playing in a very hot sun today of Curacao, the beautiful hot sun of Curacao. As they tried, and they're coming in, as we said, you need to watch out with him. Into the hands of Ricardo White. The defensive line have to take care of Davidson Rosa. He's as we a primary objective and advancing professionals football through the Caribbean. Participation is open to semi-professional and amateur teams, of course, holding current championship titles in the respective domestic leagues. The thing is that Jamaica gets 3 berths, up 2 berths automatically, which makes Arnett Gardens having to play. And here we go. He tries it, and it's the second goal. They're asking for offside. Escape by Canedo Brown. It's 2-0 already, and I think it's scored by Jermaine Shepard. Canedo Brown made a counter attack. Let me try to see that replay. As Canedo Brown makes it 2-0 for Arnett Gardens.
Ladies and gentlemen, the goal scored for Arnett Gardens Football Club in the 9th minute, number 18.
It's Shaheem Thomas who scored it by a counter attack by Canildo Brown. He passed it, and the Holland players thought it was offside, but he was not offside. As we continue with the game, 2-0 already. Holland behind, shockingly. As Ashar Bernardo plays it long to Rosa. Rosa crosses it. Oh! And the crossbar. Almost the equalizer here. We almost had it. I'm sorry, the first goal for Jong Holland. These guys are not giving me a chance of explaining you about the Caribbean Club Shield. As we said, the ultimate finalists, the two ones, the last 2 teams playing the finals, they receive berths to the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup and subsequently the possibility for qualifying for CONCACAF Champions Cup. As it seems at the moment, it's Arnett Gardens who's gonna go into the semi-final with this game. Still a young game. We still have 80 minutes of play. In 2023, Suriname's Robin Hood emerged victorious in both the Club Shield and the Caribbean Cup. The team has solidified their position as the most successful team in the history of this tournament. That's because it's been played in 2018 and they're still here this year, showing marvelous level of football as Ashar crossed it. And it's kicked away by Wayne Willis. Fabian Reed has it. He's asking for a free kick. As the ball rolls along the board of one of our partners, Macron. As you see it flow, Business Curacao. Now a little bit about Caribbean Football Union. For all of those in Jamaica, for the moment, congrats for the 2-0 lead on Young Holland. As Young Holland is trying to get out, but they're still playing long balls, trying to find Rosa. Concentrating completely on counterattacks on Rosa, while hoping that Waylon Maria would give assistance. So the Arnett Gardens team are going to have a bit of headache as they touch it. Play it for Wayne Willis. Arnett Gardens playing very comfortable. Long play by Shefford. Two counterattacks. Here we go. There's the pass. And there goes Thomas as the Holland players ask for offside. Canedo Brown made a very good counterattack, made a very good breakthrough. As here, big slide by David Rosa. Nos tungando 13 minutos. Young Holland atrás 2-0 contra de Arnett Gardens de Jamaica. Caribbean Club Shield. Tem Stadion Ergilio Hato. Basta wak repetição aqui na naturalmente de Eugada. Balonga Memei. Dominapa Gaspar. Willis está tratando aqui. E nós está continuando em inglês. Por cierto. That was a little bit of Papiamento. Our native language. As Rosa goes into the danger zone. And this is the second chance that Young Holland cannot score. Second chance as Rosa had it through the breakthrough. As Arnett Gardens attacks again through Philander Wing. He lost the ball to Ponteflat, and Ponteflat kicks it out. Thank you for following us. Give us a thumbs up. And the CFU. Here we see Rosa getting in between Shane Watson. He had it. He almost had it. As Shefford cross it long. Pito Rosa of Curacao tries to kick it, and there we go again. He's gonna try another attack. This time by Rosa. As we said, Arnett Gardens is leaving him alone, which is a very, very dangerous decision. As Young Holland practically threw away 3 chances of goal in this hot afternoon Ergilio Hato Stadium that we are playing. Welcome Jamaica. We have a large Jamaican community here in Curacao. Hard-working people contributing to the economy of our small island of 180,000 inhabitants. As we play along in the Ergilio Hato Stadium, we are glad to have you as guests in this tournament, and we're giving you the best that we have against Young Holland. Here we see again Rosa again, but of course Ricardo White is there. As we go, Floranos touches it, they try to get away, lost it by Gaspar. Into the feet of Shefford. Again dangerously. Brown. They try to cross it. The young Rainier Bonifacio has it. And as we go along, we're playing 16 minutes. 60 minutes of play. There was a discussion if today should have like a water pause. Dangerously, Shermone Shefford. He passed it again. They try to cross it. I think it's offside. As Kevin Peters pulls up his flag for offside. Rainier Bonifacio, Jong Holland, throwing away chances. As Arnett Gardens did not throw away the chances and made 2 early goals to get a comfortable lead in this game. As we were saying, large Jamaican community in Curacao, and it's been years that we have this Jamaican community that's growing, and they are now part of our culture, part of our community. We love them for being here, of course. As Arnett Gardens are attacking again, as Pantoflet brings down. Shavani Willis, he's playing it along the way. Shavani Willis as Dal plays it back to his keeper, Rainier Bonifacia. It's the young Floranas here with the game. As it's crossed. We're having Floranas has hit the ball. He passes for here is a cross to the replay. As we go, the ball in the hands of Ricardo White. The hands is in the as we go along. In the Stadion Ergilio Hato Stadium, seems to Lennox Morris is going to be making a substitute. We're sorry for a bit of delay for the audio, as we're playing the 23rd minute of the first half. Is Ashar Bernardes. They're asking for assistance.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for Jong Holland. Leaving the pitch, number 22, Edu Blackdown. And entering the pitch, number 17, Arturo Villanueva Yupia, 23rd minute.
There's a change in the team of substitute for Jong Holland, as Dal walks off, and they put the young Upia, Arturo Upia, as substitute. We are playing the 23rd minute with Arnett Gardens ahead by 2-0. As a cross again. Cross by Arnett Gardens. Plays continue as Shermone Shefford. Now by Wayne Willis. He crosses it, but taken away by Daniel Rosa. We're playing the Stadion Ergilio Hato Caribbean Club Shield with Arnett Gardens facing Jong Holland. Early goals by Arnett Gardens. Here's a replay here. Fabian Reed tries to cross it. Kicked away by Pantoflet as Ashar Bernardes tries to advance. He plays it to Brian Anastasia. You see the beautiful colors of the Ergilio Hato Stadium representing our national flag. The color of our national flag, blue and yellow. As Thomas takes the ball deep into the defensive end. Played to Shefford. Shefford has it. Kimani tries to kick it, but it's headed away by Jong Holland now. Fernandez as well as Shivani kicks it again into the hands of Rainier Bonifacio. Long play by Rainier to Floranus. Gaspar. As we said, and now a bit of Arnett Gardens to the Curacao public. From Jamaica, the general manager is Peter Tolwell. As another attack comes here on the side by Philandro Wing, taken away. Arnett Gardens is 47 years old, founded in 1977. While Jong Holland is 105 years old. So a bit difference in age here between these two organizations. Arnett Garden finished third in the 2023-2024 Jamaica Premier League. As Rosa is alone with the keeper again. Chances thrown away like Santa Claus here on the part of Jong Holland. This is the 4th time they're missing a goal. It looks like it's Santa time. As Rosa gets the ball, but good defending here by Arnett Gardens. As Fabian Reed has the ball now. He's playing it forward to Jermone Shepard. Play it high outside the wing. Try to cross it, but Renier Bonifacio is there. Who are the standout players in Arnett Gardens? Fabian Reed, Shaheem Thomas, Jermone Shepard, Kimani, Philando Wing, Asher Hutchinson, and of course Shavani Willis. Shavani Wills. As again advances by Arnett Gardens. They are starting to put some pressure. Lost here Escabeni, Kimani airborne. Kimani takes a shot at a goal. According to Arnett Gardens, Shaheem Thomas is the player to watch. Their main focus is development. They aim to develop young, talented players for the transfer market. That's a good envisionment, as Ricardo White is asking for assistance in this hot Ergilio Hato Stadium. They engage young, talented players with an aim to play attractive football while remaining competitive for the title. El Titulo, Arnett Gardens Football Club has the most vibrant football-loving community in Jamaica. I don't know if everybody agree with that. But this is what they have written, of course, as an introduction to the Curacao fans. I'm sure they're a loving community. And possibly throughout the region. As a result, community engagement is important to the club's existence, of course. And they want to win this club shield in order to advance into the Caribbean Cup. That's a little bit for Arnett Gardens. Kasi itong parte de Arnett Gardens, nanta un equipo profesional, completamente profesional na Jamaica. E nanta considera praticamente riba desarrollo de jogador ng juvenil para riba yung mercado de transferência naturalmente, mas com qualquer team, equipo profesional ta hasi. E nanta siya tapa gana e torneo de Caribbean Club Shield na momento ko Asha Hernan Bernardes. Asha da trata na busca Rosa ginang kamina Gaspar. Da trata domina. Pero ta Chevan Wills tabaya trobe. Eskimani airborne. Makes a good cross. Arnett Gardens putting a lot of pressure on Jong Holland. Jong Holland is still trying to play on that counter attack by long plays as Pito Rosa tries to get the ball, but he loses it. Shevani, easy. Thrown away chance here as Shevani played it very, very comfortably. Very, very comfortably. Lost chance by Jamaica. And we are playing a 32nd minute in the Stadion Ergilio Hato as Rosa tries to play for Sherwendel Rosa, but into the hands of Ricardo White. Now a little bit of Jong Holland. As we said, the team manager is Stanley Gonnet. He's been with the team the last 8 years, 8 to 9 years, maybe a bit less. Play back here, long. Bad pass by the keeper, Rainier Bonifacio. Almost cost another score by Arnett Gardens as Ashar plays it for Pantoflet. They lose it again. A lot of bad passes by Jong Holland. We call them the Tricolores de Jong Holland. As we said, they are 105 years. In the regular season, they have 11 wins, 6 ties. Good try here by Kimani. Jong Holland lost a couple of chances, as did Arnett Gardens. We're having an attractive game this afternoon, of course, in the Ergilio Hato Stadium, as the shades of the grandstand starting to cover half of the pitch today in Brivagat. As Shane Watson plays it comfortably back to his goalman, Ricardo White. The ball playing now to wing, but Pantoflet is there. As we continue, give you some information on Jong Holland. One of the oldest teams in the Caribbean, actually. Brian Anastasia, number 16, is their team captain, and he's playing central defense. As Shavani plays it back to Cunningham. Cunningham getting through the defensive end of Jong Holland. He's going a pass and saved by great save by Bonifacio. As Fabian Reed tried to score, but now it's Kimani with the ball. Cunningham, there he goes. He passes this to Reed. Saved by Bonifacio. Jong Holland wants to be recognized as a leading soccer club for its commitment to excellence off the field and on the field. Now is Shefford again in the cross, as Shavani misses, and Cunningham tries to put the necessary pressure as the ball plays comfortably back and the defensive line of Arnett Gardens. Still with the pressure, Jong Holland cannot get the scoring, although they had some chances, but they did not score. Maintaining Arnett Gardens with the lead in this beautiful game this afternoon, as both teams are playing very friendly football. Gentle football from both sides, of course, because this is Caribbean football we are playing. Their mission is to inspire and unite their community through power of soccer. They are dedicated to developing talent, of course, just as their opponents today, Arnett Gardens. As Gaspar tries to place it for Maria. Jong Holland loses it again, and it's Shefford trying to make a long pass to Bonifacio, who plays it in the midfield to Brian Anastasia. Back in the it's offside, as Fabian Reed tries to get the ball. Well, they're saying that winning the Caribbean Football Union Club Shield would be the coronation of all hard work of all players and leaders. This team has brought Curacao Soccer Organization to another level when they attend very professionally with the organization. Another key figure in this team is Farley Cillier, of course, who has put actually all the shoulders he can, all his shoulder or all those shoulders that he could have gotten as a team almost relegated to the second division. He brought back ex-players and saved the team from going into the second division of football in Curacao. As we play, long play by Ashar Bernardes to Rosa, and now they have a better caution with Rosa, of course, after Rosa escaped almost 3 times, as Shepard is the guy with the most ball possession on the part of Arnett Gardens, as they made a bad pass. We are playing the Caribbean Football Union Club Shield, established in 2018, called the Caribbean Club Shield. The competition has a primary objective of advancing professional football throughout the Caribbean. We are playing in the Stadion Ergilio Hato, traditional national stadium. This is where our national selection is playing. In 2017 in Martinique, we played the finals with Jamaica in the Caribbean Cup Nations. High cross by Ashar into the empty. No one at home. As we beat the national, as Curacao won the national selection of Jamaica to be the last Caribbean champions, because in 2018 they brought in the Nations League. So this is our national stadium, the Ergilio Hato. As Rosa with is across here, headed away by Arnett Gardens. Shepard, who's having a good game today. Fabian Reed, he passed it through, but there's Brian Anastasia. Tries to play it. They try to get Pito Sherwendel Rosa, as Jose Torres, who had little work today actually. Very friendly gentleman game, as Gaspar takes it deep and wide to Maria, who makes a long cross, as Pito has it and he tries to kick it. Saved. And the defensive end of Arnett Gardens. There we go, the boys from Jamaica putting always a necessary pressure through Shepard. Nice play here as Kimani has it, and Brian, great defending by Brian, and kicked away by Pontoflat. As Wing, he brings it back to his defensive line. We have some warm-ups here. Lennox Morris. We see Regales. Siegfried Regales, the trainer. He's been in the 1976 Montreal Olympics. And lately, the physical trainer for Jong Holland. As assistance is brought in for as Jose Torres takes some water. So definitely no water break today in the Stadion Ergilio Hato. Maria is coming to check in. Looks like it's Pantoflet who's down. Aldrich Pantoflet. E nós estamos jogando de 42 minutos de partido de Jong Holland contra de Arnett Gardens de Jamaica. 2 gol trempang de Jamaicano ng mantener a ventaja. Con Jong Holland perdiendo por lo menos 4 oportunidades de gol. Basta, Franco. Hasta mira, Pantoflet bajando. And Shavani, smooth as always, plays it wide. Shane Watson with the ball. Deep play. Trying to get wing. Kimani. He's been trying the whole day today with that right foot. But there's always Rainier Bonifacio, who made a couple of great saves. As Gaspar loses it again into the midfield. And Thomas plays it for Shepard, as Shepard has a great kick. Again, nice defense by the young Rainier Bonifacio. Rainier Bonifacio, arquero de Jong Holland. As we go into the 44th minute of play, pending the additional time. It's Arnett Gardens of Jamaica 2. The tricolores of Jong Holland still at 0. But we still have a couple of minutes into the first half of the game as Kimani plays it back to wing to Shavani. He tries to make a small cut into the defense of Jong Holland, but there's again Bonifacio as we going into the 45th minute, and Jonathan Hughes is ready with his additional time board in the Ergilio Hato Stadium as we're playing half in the shadow, half in the beautiful sun of Curacao. There we go. It's Dwaylon Maria who's trying to save it. There we go. We got 2 minutes of additional time. As the young Philando wing plays it to Reed. They're trying to hustle the ball here from each other and the defensive end of Arnett Gardens. It's Gaspar who tries to take it away, and Rosa saying, "What are you doing?" Player of the first half here, Shafford, plays it deep for Kimani. Kimani as he plays it back. Great play, great football this afternoon by Arnett Gardens. And it seems like your Holland's oxygen tank is about to get empty as Kimani tries to get through, but Wendell Rosa, Pito, took it away. They trying to find Rosa here. As Shavani and Davidson Rosa try to fight it out. It looks like Shavani is down. And if Shavani is down, that's a problem for Arnett Gardens. It looks like he's in a bit of pain here. In a clash with Davidson Rosa. Attention here. One of the principal players of Arnett Gardens is down on the pitch. Let's hope all the best. A word of hello from Curacao to Jamaica and to all the Jamaicans living in Curacao. Thank you for being here. And to the Caribbean Football Union, thank you for having us as a host. We are proud to be hosting this tournament. This is the last day of play in the stadium. This is the quarterfinals. And we will be back. Here you see a bit of a hard entrance here by Rosa that brings Shavani Willis is down, and it looks a bit serious here when a good football player puts his hand on his head while taken away. Folks, we're having a little problem here. So let's hope all the best. This is a great player. I don't need to explain it to the Jamaicans, so I'm going to try to explain it to Curacao. Un gran jugador, por cierto, Shavani Wills, ta indicativo que no tabay bem back riba terreno lá no swak. O lástima, mientras tanto, Ashar Bernardo se trata de un game de terreno, rechaza aqui ng Shefford, va yendo largo, por cierto, buscando un jugador Kimani. Kimani tem riba de Rosa. E nós estamos jogando o último minuto não. Camina Riti neme meio peligrosíssimo e gol trobe. Golazo! That's a goal. That's the way we'd say it in Curacao. Fabian Reed. And the final play of the additional minutes. He gets a good cross. And it takes about a couple of seconds after for Jose Torres to finish off the first half of this game. It's 3-0. Shockingly in the Argilio Hato Stadium, as the Curacao supporters are head down in the stadium.
Well, that was the final whistle for the first half. However, prior to that, Arnett Football Club scored a goal in the 45th.
Goes into their meetings. We take the break.
Arnett Garden Football Club is 3-0.
They say I can do anything, just not this. That I'm not cut out for the rough and tumble. That it's unladylike and people will call me a tomboy. They say this is a phase I must outgrow because there's no future here for me. They say many things. But I look at Stephanie Dale Yee Sing and Princess Brown, Akila Mullen, Wendy Renard, the Jamaica Reggae Girls, and the women on pitches across the Caribbean, on college campuses and wearing their national colors. Committed and proud. The exceptional ones, the journey women, and the ones who simply feel alive on the pitch. They can't place limitations on me, because right here is where I choose to be.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
When is a game more than a game?
When it's life.
And that's what football is.
Life.
It's a pathway to good emotional, mental, and physical health. The opportunity to network, problem solve, build community, learn, and earn. Blaze paths.
It's patriotism and passion.
And it's a place for women and girls to go, where their drive and determination take them in all spheres. On the pitch, in the boardroom, as a match official, coach, manager, medic, journalist, everything. Without limitations, with gender-sensitive programming, because we need to level the playing field with equitable allocation of all the resources. We need safety in facilities, in the personnel, in policies. No violence mentally, emotionally, or physically. And gender-sensitive programming.
Do we say fair allocation of resources?
We belong. We belong.
We belong.
Break the barriers to women's and girls' participation in football. Ensure that the pitch is a safe space.
As we go, we are ready. We are back on the Arquilio Hato Stadium. There's a replay here. Attacked by Jong Holland. Rosa. It's the first goal. First goal in the back of the net. As another cross here. Chances lost by Rosa. Another chances lost by Rosa. As in the first half, Arnett Gardens wasn't defending him sufficiently, so it's a couple of chances that that Rosa. But here we see again into the middle, and it's a save by Bonifacia. Cross kicked away by Rosa. Kimani tried the whole afternoon with shots from the left side. As Rosa escapes here, and a cross missed by Rosendo. Long try here. Into the middle, and saved by Bonifacio by a shot by Reed. Has to go, and now it's Reed again on the offside play. As Pantoflet gets assistance. Better defense on Rosa. Great half by Shepard, and Kimani tried the whole afternoon as Pantoflet asked for assistance. We are into the highlights of the game. It's a hard entrance on Shavani on the part of Rosa. We hope that everything is okay with Shavani. Otherwise, this tournament would be missing one of the best players. And there's the goal by Reed again.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, the second half of Arnett Gardens Football Club from Jamaica versus Jong Holland from Curaçao with a score 3-0 for Arnett Gardens Football Club.
As we're back in the stadium with some background Caribbean music playing in the stadium, word of welcome, of course, to Jamaica, as Jong Holland is making changes here. 3 changes made by Jong Holland. Ready to set for the second half of the game, as Arnett Gardens also makes changes. It looks like Oriel Moak is coming in, and Joel Jones also coming in. As we start playing the second half of the game, Gaspar with the ball, trying to make a long pass here to Rosa. Back to Rosa. That is Cunningham. Try to play it for Brown. To Thomas. Thomas plays it for Brown again. Long play. We will go through the changes in a couple of minutes for you. We know for sure.
Your attention please for substitutions for the club of Jong Holland. Leaving the pitch, number 3 for Jong Holland, Ali Handerflat, and entering number 12, Sorenly Constansen. Also leaving the match, number 21, Rio Florales, and entering number 19, Adriel Maria. And the last substitution, leaving the pitch, number 40, Raylan Maria, and entering number 8, Uriel Moak.
3 changes by Jong Holland.
Leaving the match, number 3, Shane Watson, and entering the match, Joel Jones, number 6, and leaving the pitch, number 4, Delaney Willis, and entering the match, number 8, Marlon Martin.
And it's definite, guys. As we said, Shavani Wills will not be returning to the pitch today, as Marlon Martin takes his place and also Joel Jones enters. So let's hope all the best for this great player Shavani, and that he recovers and he can play into the next game. If they maintain this lead, of course, they will be going into the semifinals, who's going to be played August 2nd. As we continue with play, Ashar Bernardes of Curacao, he's playing it wide here. And it's Rosa again getting away in the first half, in the first minutes of the second half. As Jose Torres, the main referee of Puerto Rico, whistles offside. We are playing the 48th minute in the Stadion Ergilio Hato. There it goes, that offside. Joel Jones, tall defender. He's playing it with Marlon Martin, the two substitutes, Jones and Martin. Martin trying to get it into a vertical deep play, of course. Defended here. Now in control of Shepard, as Thomas plays it back again to Joel Jones. Yes, here we go. In the second game, Rams Village from St. Kitts playing Dublanc from Dominica. Dublanc will be coming without their star player. Bertrand, who has 2 yellow cards, as the son, the beautiful son of Curacao, leaves the pitch as the shadows of the Ergilio Hato Stadium are asking for the turning on of the lights, of course, as Rainier Bonifacio, as Ricardo White plays it long to Jones, goes deep. Of course, again, it's no one else but Shepard. Staved here. Jong Holland player is down in the penalty area as Peter Rosa tries to play it. As we said, there's someone down. It looks like it's Brian Anastasia who made a long jump. There's the long jump there. Now it's Davidson. It's Daniel Rosa. Jong Holland behind 3-0. Very difficult to make it back, as they had their chances into the first half of the game. Jose Torres carefully is watching and asking Maria if he could leave the field and make an official re-entry. Three changes by Jong Holland. Jong Holland has the Tres cambios, el joven Juninho Floranes, Maria y Pantoflet Taba voor die terreno. Cambio para Mouk. Tom Jansen y Maria te dentro del partido. As we continue the 51st minute of play, the substitute Joel Jones and Marlon Martin are the duo who's getting the most passes since the second half started. As Lennox Morris made a couple of changes. It's 3-0 for Arnett Gardens. Brian Anastasia is asking as Ashar puts it in the middle, and it's Gaspar. Gaspar is asking for penalty. Maybe should have gone down the pitch and impressed the linesman. That would have made a difference probably, as Jones takes it easily back to Marlon Martin. Here you see as Jones as we always say, the referee is there, so he should know better. You see three players here warming up. Kelson, McGregor. As Philander Wing battles it out with the young Upia. Jong Holland is starting to get a headache here as Kimani tries to get into the middle. Jose Torre whistles for a free kick. Dangerous kick before the penalty area. There goes Kimani, and there goes looks like it's Tom Jansen. Moment of concentration in the penalty area defended by Jong Holland as Kelson prepares for entry. So substitution for Canaldo Brown. Canaldo Brown, and this is the third. Kelson enters. He's in the game as we continue play here in the Stadion Ergilio Hato. Caribbean Club Shield. And let's not forget our partners, of course. We need to have our partners in order to organize this beautiful tournament. Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, PLUU. And into the post, into the goal post. A free kick as Jong Holland defends and kicks it out of danger. As we were mentioning, Flow Business Curacao for supplying the enough internet, let's say, to bring you the game into Jamaica. Kingston, Jamaica. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Negril, Jamaica. Yeah, we know a couple of those. Long play here by Jong Holland. As Shefford again. We had a great game this afternoon. Keeps on penetrating into the defensive end. As Arnett Gardens is picking up pace again in the second half. Through Thomas. Montego Bay, well known for its golf course called the, I think it's a White Witch. Very popular in the Caribbean area for organizing tournaments. Yes, we know a little bit of Jamaica. As the free kick and the replay. Bounces back with Kelson with his left leg getting in. Oh, nice play here to Jones. And this beautiful afternoon as Kendall comes in between. Rainier Bonifacio is there and Curacao wants a goal. Curacao wants at least a goal in order to get the bit closer to the Reds and Black. The guys from Arnett Gardens, as we see on the screen. Pito Rosa trying to get into the game. No whistle here by Torres. As a young Uriel Moak. Fast play. It's Kelson, loses the ball to Brian. As Rosa tries to cross it, he goes right into the middle. And Kelson saves it. Kelson saves it. And he gets support from Alwan as Achar Bernardes. Probably the best crosser in the local league. It's gonna go to the corner. There he goes. But kicked out by Arnett Gardens as Jones heads it. And Rosa to Ashar. Ashar tries to make a long pass. Rosa again. He kicks it, going to a goal. Goal! Rosa. Great shot at a 58 minute. This is the second goal. And the game gets to be interesting here. It's 3-1 into Stadion Ergilio Hato. As the sun comes down and the lights go on, Arnett Gardens has to be cautious as this ball passes right in front of the face of Ricardo White. And as Alwin saw it pass by deep into the net on the north side of the field. Ball placed dangerously in front of the penalty area of Jong Holland. And now, and the post, shot by Kelson. Immediate pressure here by Arnett Gardens, and it's a goal! It didn't even take 2 minutes of time. That Jamaican said, okay, you guys can party, but the party won't last too long. Goal scored by Rosa, and now let's see who scored it for Arnett Gardens. It's 4-1. Short party for Jong Holland. The cross by Shepherd. We're gonna replay it again so we can see it. Cross by Shepherd and headed by Reed. Yes, it's a headed by Reed. Goal by Fabian Reed of Arnett Gardens. I think we are partying. There must be a party going on right now in Jamaica. And the Arnett Gardens neighborhood that Shepherd fights it off. And the pressure keeps on coming. With Thomas trying to play it off Philandro Wing. Long play by Wing into the defensive field. We hope we have some news on Chavani, as he did not return to the pitch. Almost lost the ball here. Cunningham. to Alwyn, to his keeper, Ricardo White. Nice football shown this afternoon by both teams actually. Very, very clean game. No rough plays. I think hardly, I didn't see any cards, I'm not sure. We're gonna double check with an announcer in a while. But in any case, beautiful game of this Caribbean football tournament. Now it's Rosa again. As we go into the 62nd minute of play, things are getting difficult for the tricolores of Young Holland. The three of Young Holland, as McGregor is getting into play. And it seems like Reed is coming off, of course, because Coach Gilbert is going to save his players now with a 4-1 lead. Remember, it's a knockout system. So in goes McGregor. In goes McGregor as the goal scorer, Fabian Reed. Walks off the pitch. And Brian Anastasius is trying hard. He's fighting it off. Holland need 3 goals. Entry here by Kelson. As Rosa plays it back for Rosa. Into the midfield. Crossed by Tom Jansen. Goes to a goal kick in the favor of Arnett Gardens. We would also like to remember the CFU U14 Challenge Series, established in 2018 also. The CFU Under 14 Challenge Series is a development competition that caters to boys and girls in alternating years. The competition provides total development, introducing players to international competition, all part of the Caribbean Football Union. Also established in 1978, of course. The Caribbean Football Union is a representative organization for 31 football associations across the English, Jamaica, Dutch, Curacao, French, Saint Martin, and Spanish-speaking Puerto Rico y la República Dominicana. Members compete in CONCACAF, of course. The CFU also administers developmental competition and makes initiatives for its membership. As we see Brian Anastasia trying to pick up Marlon Martin here after a free kick. Here we see it. As Brian falls over. Marlon Martin with a pass, trying to get hold of Shepard, but Rainier Bonifacia, he is there. We have 25 more minutes of play, and at 8 o'clock we bring you the second game of the night and the last game in this stadium for this competition. We move to the Jean Francisco Stadium for the rest of the semi-finals, the finals, and the third and fourth play match, as a pass of Young Holland is trying their best to get another goal and keep alive as McGregor fights it off. With Maria, 2 young players. They will certainly meet each other again in the Caribbean competitions. Shefford, long corner kick. Ball bounces off in favor of Arnett Gardens. As the last change is being made here, Thompson, Rushane Thompson is going to come in. As we see Shefford walking off. Rushane Thompson walking in, headed by Mariana as Kimani tries to get it. So the ball is playing now into the defensive end of Arnett Gardens. Jamaica 4, Arnett Gardens 4, Curacao 1, Jong Holland 1. There's going to be a lot of teasing tomorrow going on between the local population and the Jamaican community. You can be sure of that. As we play into the nice end of the afternoon here today in the Herculio Hato Stadium with Arnett Gardens playing showmanship of football against the Curacao champions, Jong Holland. They had a difficult time against Racing Club Aruba, Arnett Gardens, playing behind 1-0 through an early goal for Racing Club Aruba. Then they tied it at 1, and in the last minutes of play got the goal, 2-1, which brought them today into the quarterfinals. And now it looks like they're one step into the semifinals as Gaspar plays a long cross. There you have it. Ricardo White is there as Cunningham takes the ball into the defensive end of Jong Holland. We are playing 68 minutes of time into the Herculio Hato Stadium, Caribbean Club Shield quarterfinal game. Arnett Gardens 4, Jong Holland 1, Arnett Gardens 4, Jong Holland 1. Denha tarde bonita aqui de Stadion Herculio Hato. Rechazo largo. Lennox Maurice preocupa. Cara preocupado em Lennox Maurice. 2 gols trempang ak sakanang for the balance. Mientras tanto o Cunningham te trata pa saka e bala. Tem Kimani gune. Ita busque deep pa Robin Thompson. Domina kinang Rosa. As Pito Christian makes a long pass. Long cross. Trying to find Moke. Taking his time here is Rushane Thompson. Cross, and it's a goal again by Rushine Kelson. It took his time. The substitute, Kelson, took a time and put it nicely into the corner where Rainier Bonifacio had no chance. Look how he takes his time. He chooses the corner and the ball bounces off a defender. Jong Holland losing in its home stadium here, 5-1 against Arnett Gardens, who are practically one step, as they say, into the semifinals. They're gonna be playing. Let's check it out for you. They're gonna be playing August 12th. August 2nd, they're going to be playing August 2nd again in the hot sun at 5:30. That's not such a good news. It's between the winners of Metropolitan and Atletico Pantoja. In the halftime, Atletico Pantoja had the lead 1-0. If that continued, then it's going to be Atletico Pantoja against Arnett Gardens, but we'll have to wait on the result of that game, which is playing in the Reginald Jean Francisco Stadium. We're gonna try to get an update here from our friends from CFU. This game continues, and we are ready. We are getting ready for the second. We're getting ready for the second game. As it seems that this game is already decided 5-1. Arnett Gardens. Another attack here, another cross. As we mentioned, the gas tank of Jong Holland seems to be on empty. We must say Curaçao's competition is is inactive for almost 5 months now. So these players have 5 months without playing competitive football. So you can know the difference between the routine of the Arnett Gardens and Jong Holland, although I think the Jamaican Premier League also ended in May or something. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So, as we continue, Jose Torres then whistled that play. As they get along, as Tom Jansen try to get off Jones. It's Rosa. Jose is holding him off. He plays it back. As Uriel Moog loses the ball. 73 minutes of play, as they say. It's gonna be difficult for Jong Holland this afternoon as the lights go on in the Regilio Hato Stadium. We see Kimani in total control of the ball. He penetrates, but Rosa has it. And now it's Brian Anastasia who's playing in the midfield, getting out of the central defense position. Played here by Tom Jansen, a long cross. Looking for Daniel Rosa. Crosses it with no danger whatsoever into the goalposts. Defended by Ricardo White. There's the goal scorer, Kelson. He entered as substitute. And we're playing entering the 74th minute of play. Yes, sir. It looks like Arnett Gardens are going to the semi-finals. Jamaica. I wonder if the party already started there in Arnett Gardens. Yes, so we have been, you see the effects of non-competition on Jong Holland. And it seems from the information we get from the band that Shavani is doing okay. Fast recovery to Shavani so that we can have continue watching this great player play in Curaçao. Ricardo Rainier Bonifacio. It's going to be very, very difficult for the Tricolores de Jong Holland to score 4 goals in 40 minutes, but it's all football, papa, like they say. It ain't over till the last whistle goes. As we make some technical changes here. In our broadcasting system, we see the young Rainier Bonifacio behind the ball. Rosa, the only goal scorer of Jong Holland. Jong Holland. Let's go. Ball played high. As Tom Jansen fouls the goal scorer, Kelson. And we are also being seen, of course, the CFU YouTube channel being seen in Holland as our local team supporters of Young Colombia, local team in Curaçao. They're watching the game in the Netherlands. Pipi Constancia, un saludo para Pipi Constancia for the Holanda. Na momento que Cunningham e domínio completo de Arnett Garnes ao tarde do Estadio Ergilio Hato de hora de tarde, solo bajando 5-1. Farli se lhe triste do Estadio Sinta. Mientras tanto, Arnett Garnes está dominando Jong Holland de Curaçao na sua maneira. Consequência de por lo menos 5 lunas sem rotina. E promete que se hasta 10 lunas nos visa de campeonato de futebol. Essa aqui está é consequência e resultado de conflito no nível de federação que está sali na desventaja de nos prestação internacional no momento que o Racing Club de Aruba por pouco a gana a equipe de Arnett Garnes aqui. E nós também com Jong Holland está sofrendo 78 minutos. De um domínio total. De emocionante Corona Preto de Arnett Gardens, que já está festejando o triunfo à tarde do Estadio Ergilio Hato. That was a little highlight given in Papiamento, of course, to our local fans of Jong Holland. So by now you guys should be learning a bit of Papiamento. As we said, the community, the Jamaican community of Curaçao is in close, I would say, cultural connection with the local population. So it's probably going to be a lot of teasing tomorrow by the part of the Jamaican community that's working with the local community. So you might have some local fans who would not show up for work tomorrow, as Arnett Gardens is probably on the party with one step into the semi-finals, as we said, not all depending on the results of this game, of course, but it's either Atlético Pantoja de la República Dominicana from the Dominican Republic or Metropolitan from Puerto Rico, as Jong Holland is still keeping up pace and trying to get that second goal through Rosa. Free kick by Rosa. We have 2 Rosas, actually 3 Rosas playing in Jong Holland. Daniel Rosa, Sherwandel Peter Rosa, and Davidson Rosa. With no luck today, as now the sun is completely gone, the beautiful sun of Curaçao. That beautiful Caribbean sun that also shines on beautiful Jamaica. In friendship tonight with Curaçao, great game. Friendly game without any problems up to now, let's say, because it's still football, as you all know, and things might happen. Let's hope not. As Eniel Maria kicks it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please for substitution for Jong Holland. Leaving the match, number 8, Oriel Mo. And entering the match, number 25, JGL Johnson.
Shot on the goal! Surprised! At 6-1. Surprise kick by Kimani. I think, like we said, he has been trying. He was looking for that goal the whole day with his right foot. And he's surprised. There he goes, right on the bounce. Surprised Rainier Bonifacio completed with a shot. He finally got the goal that he was looking for the whole afternoon. And the Stadion Ergilio Hato, as Curaçao is crying today. Tears are falling out as local champions are behind 6-1.
The score is now 6, Arnett Gardens Football Club.
As Arnett Gardens continue to pound Jong Holland at the National Stadium of Ergilio Hato. Jong Holland not giving up, fighting till the last seconds. But control of Arnett Gardens is convincing as Kelson loses the ball and Asha Bernardes goes to Rosa. Rosa's long play to other Rosa. This is Pito Rosa. He scored 2 goals for Jong Holland in this tournament. And he saves it. He plays it back to Tom Jansen. Tom Jansen has it. Long play into the deep end. Rosa can't get it. He's trying to fight it. But it's Marlon Martin who has now they are pounding the goal defended by Rainier Bonifacio as Philandro wing and Kelson here's a replay. We go into the 85th minute of play. Jong Holland di Curaçao atrás 6-1. Mientras tanto com Arnett Gardens ting tricolor ng ding butter. Sem possibilidade de salir. Lennox Morris no momento na desesperar para seu equipo por lograr toch quantidade de gols ao menos. Escapa cara de dar campeão de Curaçao. Tem o campeonato anterior, por certo, pero maneira não se pinta bisa. Essa aqui não tem consequência não de campeonato para maneira pipe constância bisa. Não estou aqui, pero sino mais que 10 lunas se vou contar em total of mais. Futebol de Curaçao. As Kimani tries to cross it, it's Ashar Bernardes. Takes it clean away to Brian Anastasia. Brian with Gaspar. Gaspar couldn't get it. So it's Martin and Arnett keeps on looking for the goal. Crossover here. As we continue play today in the Sergio Ergilio Hato Stadium. As we mentioned, game is being watched also in Europe, in the Netherlands, of course, for the fans that follow Young Holland, that lives in Holland. As Sherwendel tries to get away unsuccessfully from Andre Cunningham. 4 minutes of regular play, and it seems as if Young Holland is going home. And we go into mentioning our partners, of course, Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, BLUU, Flow Business of Curacao. Thank you, Federación de Fútbol Curacao, for being a gracious host. As the corner kicked away by Arnett Gardens, and Kelson heads it into the control of Young Holland. As Janssen tries to cross it, head it away, and Jones has it now. Good play by Jones to Kimani. And Young Holland delivers it to his keeper, of course, Rainier Bonifacio. Brian to Tom Janssen to Rosa. Actually, Young Holland didn't play too bad, but it's just that lack of routine. Free kick here by Arturo Upia is the lack of routine. Here we see the replay as Upia pulls down on Kelson. Roshai Kelson. All players in Arnett Gardens are from Jamaica. As Kelson, Arnett Gardens keep on putting that pressure across, and another goal by Kimani. But it looks like it's offside. Yes, linesman said it's offside, no goal. Enough is enough. Bad play by Tom Janssen here. That sends it to Brian Anastasia, who plays it for Janssen. Cross. Long play. As we go into the 89th minute. As we go into the 89th minute of play, waiting on the additional time. Yes, that's Young Holland is trying. But it's Kelson, passes for Kimani. And this time he scores again for his second goal, making it 7-1. Oh no! 7-1 for Arnett Gardens, making a statement. Making a statement into Ergilio Hato. 7-1. This is an unexpected result as Jose Torres makes the final whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the final whistle by Jose Torres in the quarter-final match. Arnett Gardens Football Club from Jamaica versus Young Holland from Curacao. The final score is The final score 8-1. We want to thank you for your presence here. And in a few minutes, the next which will be between Village Superstars and the Blanc Football Club.
Kimani, you had a great game. You were looking for the goal the whole afternoon, but it came in the second half. How was the game today?
Well, it was a very good game. We held our head, came out and get the victory we needed. We've been practicing in training, scoring a lot of goals. We got a lot of scoring drills. So I mean, the guys worked very hard and put their chances away, and I'm thankful for that.
7-1. It's a statement.
Well, we've been working all pre-season long, and I think the work is now showing. Thanks to God, thanks to the coach, thanks to our training. Everyone, thank you very much. It's a really good feeling to come over here in Curacao and putting on this performance.
What can you say about this great tournament?
Repeat?
What can you say about this great tournament?
Well, it's a very good tournament. A lot of young guys on our team getting the experience. I mean, yeah, it's a very good tournament to show our talents and come out and show what Jamaicans can do. Also, Arnett Garden.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Wills, you had a great game. Everybody was worried. Tell me first, how was the game and how's your condition?
I mean, I think the game was good. As you can see, we start the game on a high tempo. We got two early goals, so yeah, it was a good start for us, and it's all around. It's a good game for us.
Should we be worried for you on the second game, the next game?
I'm not sure as yet. I'm gonna go to the physio and check out what happened to my ankle, and then you will see me in the next game. if it's not bad.
What can you say about this tournament?
I mean, this tournament is it's a good tournament for many players and many Caribbean teams. I mean, yeah, it's a good tournament for the future.
And now a word to all your fans in Jamaica.
Just continue to support us. I love the support from everyone back home, and we're gonna do our best to bring the trophy back home. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
They say I can do anything, just not this. That I'm not cut out for the rough and tumble. That it's unladylike and people will call me a tomboy. They say this is a phase I must outgrow because there's no future here for me. They say many things. But I look at Stephanie Dale Yee Sing and Princess Brown, Akila Mullen, Wendy Renard, the Jamaica Reggae Girls, and the women on pitches across the Caribbean, on college campuses and wearing their national colors. Committed and proud. The exceptional ones. The journey women and the ones who simply feel alive on the pitch. They can't place limitations on me, because right here is where I choose to be.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
When is a game more than a game?
When it's life.
And that's what football is.
Life.
It's a pathway to good emotional, mental, and physical health. The opportunity to network, problem solve, build community, learn, and earn. Blaze paths.
It's patriotism and passion.
And it's a place for women and girls to go, where their drive and determination take them in all spheres. On the pitch, in the boardroom, as a match official, coach, manager, medic, journalist, everything. Without limitations, with gender-sensitive programming. Because we need to level the playing field with equitable allocation of all the resources. We need safety in facilities, in the personnel, in policies. No violence mentally, emotionally, or physically. And gender-sensitive programming.
Do we say fair allocation of resources?
We belong.
We belong. We belong.
Break the barriers to women's and girls' participation in football. Ensure that the pitch is a safe space.
And we are back into the Stadion Hergilio Hato, waiting for the second game to start as we go along, and we might be giving you some highlights of the second half of this wonderful game played by Arnett Gardens, winning 7-1 from Jong Holland. Second half. And here, Gaspar asks for a whistle as Nelson comes in, and he scores afterwards too. This is Kimani, who tried the whole day for a goal. As Kelson comes in, this is one of his first tries. This is Pito Rosa. As Peter Rosa goes, he goes for the cross, but it's Kelson that took it away. Again, Peter, look at the shot. Into the goal, making it 3-1. Giving hopes to Jong Holland. Putting up the spirits high, but then within a couple of minutes, there it goes. Into the goalpost. Kelson hit it, but then in a couple of minutes, here it goes. Header by Reed. In the goal, 4-1. Party over. And that's how it continued. A lot of hard work by Jong Holland. Entries on and change here to Thompson. And again, Kelson. He made it. As Rosa gave him a bit of welcome, and Kimani kept trying, but this is it. He kicks it right into the corner again. Goal. He was looking for it, and he finally found it. Another cross. Defended there. Almost by Kelson. But we're going to see it's Kimani. He goes. He tips it in for the party to go on. As he said, and that was all for the night.